welcome to Gwaan China. I'm your girl Shanique.
And I'm your girl Monique.
And I'm your girl Monique.
Thank you. That was good.
Yes, I'm still host, so please excuse my voice again. Anyways, so on today's episode, we'll be giving you a survival guide.
Yeah.
Dun. Like Ned's declassified school survival guide. Well, this is Monique and Shanique. Declassified guide for China.
I know what she's talking about.
You don't know what show on Nickelodeon?
It was grew up with TV at them days in my band. We were on TV days.
Anyways, if you know about Ned declassified school survival guide, that's a tongue twister, I know.
Ned declassified school survival guide.
You see it? Ned declassified school survival guide. It's a tongue twister for me. But yeah, so we'll be giving you like tips and pointers of like how to make your transition to China easy. I said China.
Yes.
Your transition to China easier. I don't know what's going on with my brain and my tongue today.
So this is our brain. To the left, this is the right. To the right, so they're doing two different things. But it's okay, we understand what's happening. Go ahead.
Yes. Anyways, I'll tell you what you bring and what you thing. Same thing.
Yeah, the things that are important that you will need.
They're not important. I just things that you carry for make your life easier. Me not think they're important. I mean, never carry for them things. Yeah.
Monique, they're important. Thank you. To some extent.
Okay, so the first one, number 1, you will need a VPN.
If it's a
What? Ta-da-ta-ta-ta.
Yes.
I'm loving it. You think I'm Burger King? But yeah, the first thing you will need is a VPN.
Yeah, that's important. Very important.
Because if you don't have an iPhone and you co-ops them, aka your friends and families, they don't have an iPhone, then I don't know how you're going to communicate with them. Because if you're an iPhone user, you can communicate through iMessage. But if you're not, then Facebook, WhatsApp, that's what you're going to be dependent on. And chances are you won't be able to use them.
But what chances are?
WhatsApp work, without the VPN. But you can't listen to voice notes and you can't download picture, you can't watch status, you only can receive and send messages. And it works sporadically, so it only works when it feels like.
Because me not really know say to work with a VPN.
Accident, me never know. But it's accident, I'm figure out this late in our life. Because I would always turn on my VPN to use WhatsApp.
Yeah, I just figured it out recently too.
No, I figured like, look at me before I go home. Like earlier this year.
Okay.
Because it was a habit for me. Every time I want to use WhatsApp, I would turn on the VPN. I would always receive the notification, but I would also receive notification from Gmail and stuff like that, but I couldn't open it.
Okay.
So to me, it wasn't strange
to be receiving the notifications.
Yeah. So I would always turn on the VPN to use it, but then I figured, oh yeah, but you will need a VPN.
Yeah, you do. Because communicating with those back home is very important. And if you're a Facebook user, if you're a person like me who thinks Pinterest is bae,
Pinterest is bae.
Yeah. So yeah, you will need it. Outside of the VPN now, what else will we need? Number 2.
So if you're not how would I put it? An experimental person when it comes to food. Would it be experimental? If you're
not very open to different kind of food.
And if you're not willing to like try and like taste and go outside your comfort zone,
yeah.
Then you're going to struggle with food. So you need to bring like your spices.
Yeah. Carry chicken season, your curry.
And like snacks that you would always eat, and carry
some little tin food if you can.
Yeah, you can carry little tin food then, but we don't really eat tin food like that, so
you can carry roast breadfruit frozen. You can carry cause
what
peanut. No.
But you can do that here.
I said My friend carry out, and it served for one the whole last year.
But you can make it here. The only thing you're not gonna get is the supplegen and
I don't even know if you will get spirulina, maybe.
No, but the only thing you're not gonna have in there is the supplegen and the Guinness. But Guinness is just, we call it Guinness now as well. It's not beer.
Malta? No. Oops.
I mean, I know,
but forgive me.
Something like Guinness there. One Chinese version of Guinness. Also, Chinese alcohol is fake. Do not drink Chinese alcohol.
Drink it.
Anyways. But yeah, and but yeah, what did I say? Carry your things then for spice up your pot.
Yeah.
Cause you can cook a yarn. Knowing Jamaicans, they're not going to like try a lot of the Chinese cuisine, and if you're not that type of person, you're going to cook at home regularly. So just carry stuff that you can cook at home and stuff to season.
Like you can take like 1 bottle of Maggi season.
The big bottle.
Yeah, the big one you can take. Because that was what we use at our home last year, and it lasted.
You know, to be honest, I took the small bottle because I don't cook chicken all the time.
I cook it every day.
I don't cook chicken all the time, and I have no problem like eating Chinese food.
Yeah.
So I know that for me, the 1 regular size bottle will last for the year.
And if you're not cooking like for 3 people and stuff like that, so make sure you have your spices locked, and anything you think is important from home you can take. Another very important thing is the medicines, right? So if you are prone to getting like flu and stuff like that, because when I first came here I got flu.
But okay, so
well, remember we're talking about when they just arrived, because
I got the flu as well, but me get the flu because me in the hotel and doom. Literally, there's no windows in this hotel, no window, just the AC, and there was a no smoking sign in the lobby and a no smoking sign in the room. But once you entered the room, all you could smell is smoke, cigarette smoke. And I was like, oh, so I got sick because there was no ventilation in this room. All of a sudden, we inhaled the smoke, and there was like a climate change because I was coming from Jamaica to China. That was like a climate change, so my body was adjusting.
And the air quality, I would say, is not the greatest. The air quality
but Shenzhen is good compared to like
other cities.
Yeah.
But when you're leaving from fresh Jamaica coming, it's not good.
Yeah, and then me get sick too because that time it was during typhoon time, so it was like hurricane season, so it was raining a lot. It was constantly raining, so so I got sick. But I wouldn't recommend carrying flu medicine.
I took like DPH and the green pack Panadols, I guess, as a starter kit, because remember you're just
okay, if you're carrying a first aid kit, and some of them the first aid
kit, like you're just coming, you don't know the language, you don't know exactly what you're looking for, you don't have anyone really to take you
never carry on.
Because when I went to the hospital, right, and I got so many medication, it was ridiculous. But I was still sick. I guess it's because their thing, it takes a longer time, and I want an immediate.
I take Chinese medicine. I'm okay with Chinese medicine.
Can't manage.
But if you have like other sicknesses,
asthma,
stuff like that, I would recommend taking your own medication. And if you're on birth control, you don't need to take it because you can buy it here in China because they're everywhere. They're even at like. You can get condoms you can get everywhere. For birth control, you go to the pharmacy. So,
or even Walmart, because Walmart have pharmacies.
But take your medication if you have any illnesses that requires like special medication.
Right. Also, what I would say, if you have natural hair, or if you're a person who
even if you have natural hair, God, if you have cream hair, look at the girl one day. You should go cream her hair. So let me tell you. Me not call her name. It's a story me I tell you. So there was this girl, right? She's Jamaican. She go to the hairdresser. But this happens to a lot of them. It's not just a cream hair girl. The girl they go and they ball off her head. And the guy will go. Anyways, so the girl go for cream her hair. She go there with the boxer cream, right? And I don't know what them do to her hair, but then she sent a picture and like the whole her hair drop out. The sides them a peel out.
No man, I remember the situation. Her hair was dyed.
Yeah.
And then she'd use the cream. So then she'd have to do like start come up because it did die.
But I didn't be creamy though.
I think I she cream.
No, I didn't did though. I think
I
that
know. But Chinese hairdresser on my ear, I'm not chance it. Honestly.
And then there's the story this guy.
That's story time.
Him go forget a little line up. You know like the regular haircut of Jamaica or the man and keep it low and thing. Them shine off in it. But shine.
Shine like Diane.
Shine like a fire.
Well, that was a very, very funny story. It's still funny though. So when you just arrive in China, if you don't have any other foreigner with you, or if you're there alone and you don't get the plug or get the connect, you're not going to have access to like Cantu products. And you have like a lot of Africans, a lot of other foreigners here who they have store that they sell natural hair products, but you won't get the connect within 2 weeks of being here unless you have someone inside.
No, let me tell you what I mean.
You get the connect.
When I just came here, because I didn't know any other Jamaican here, and like I said, I only had my Chinese friend. I was very social. I'm not a social person in general. Not even in Jamaica, I'm social. But then because I was here in a new environment and I didn't know anyone, I had to go out my way to make friends. So literally everyone I saw, I would ask, "Oh, can I get a WeChat contact?"
Creepy.
Not like everyone I had like a conversation with. I asked them for their WeChat contact, and I would ask them, "Hey, do you want to go out sometimes?" Like, me and them and a friend know, but I'm still in number 4 as a contact. It's not like me and them fall out or anything like that, but it's actually found my real friends.
Yeah, like genuine people.
Yeah, in the beginning, I was just like talking to like everyone just to meet people, so I can feel comfortable.
And I think it's just life. After you meet different people and they will serve different purposes in your life.
But so when you just come, you're not going to like know anything, and you won't know like not an underground market, but the smaller markets. Yeah. And like the go-to places to get stuff for foreigners, especially for black people. Because with your hair, like, just listen to me. If you're coming to China, and let me tell you something. If you have cream hair, forget about it. You better learn to cream it yourself, or you have to find one other black person for cream it for you. And if you're somewhere where there's no black people, like I said, you have to go watch some tutorials on YouTube to cream it yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
Or you just go natural. If you have natural hair, well, you know if you do it yourself already. But if you say you want braids and all of them lovely hairstyle, I don't know. You better learn for the person. Yeah. You will find foreigners.
Yeah. Until you get the plug.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, when you come and you do find foreigners, them still like charge your arm and a leg.
Yeah. This is the arm, and this is the leg.
Yeah. So even if this is not the leg. Anyways, even after being here for some time, and you do have contacts for certain things, it's just that to get some of these things, it's so expensive compared to what you would pay for it
back home. Yeah, like it's really expensive. And some of the time, because you are in a foreign land and you don't have that many people to give you the service you want, sometimes you have to just settle sometimes, and sometimes what you're familiar with, that's not where you get. Because sometimes them know up, but you have no option.
So I'm not talking about hairdresser them. The hairdresser them mostly safari here, the black girls that been doing here. Them not do wigs or nothing like that. It's just like braids and stuff.
Yeah.
They're okay. I would pay them to do my hair. I've paid someone to do my hair before. But with like makeup artists now, the ones I've been seeing that said I'm a makeup artist, I was like, I would never let you touch my face.
Makeup artist?
Nah. But then like some things, it's going to take a while for you to find that one person that's your go-to person to get like your hair needs, and even makeup. Even makeup, it's hard to find. Well, you're in China, so your shade, like, it's crazy. Like, I look at my skin. Like, this color you will never find. Let me tell you the darkest color. Basically, the darkest color is like the tile tissue color. That's the darkest color. And you know the tile tissue white.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
That's the darkest them go. Then we'll have like you'll see brands like MAC, and you know like the MAC foundations.
They have a variety of shades.
And like brands like NARS
and even Bobbi Brown.
Yeah, and Makeup Forever. You'll see those brands, you know, and those brands in like other countries.
There's all shades.
Yeah, China, there's like 5 shades, and you're like,
this one is for me, right? No.
I have a video of this lady in Sephora. She was trying to tell my roommate that, oh, the foundation is herb shade. May I tell you, you know, the foundation like
white.
Yeah, and you can see the difference with the woman upon. Oh, you just need to rub it in.
But
But
this has sale.
Yes, this. This color. Yes.
Too
No.
light. Darker.
Brown or white?
Darker. Black.
Brown. Oh yeah.
Darker.
Uh.
How dark can we
White.
get?
Have you ever felt that your feet they're too big? Have you ever felt all alone? Not to worry, I'm with you.
Is this an infomercial? Yes, sell shoes.
Yes,
I am the solution for you. This is our new Bigfoot, Littlefoot people shoes. That is only for $9.99. Get yours now.
Why, Shanique? Why?
Because you're talking like, oh, you're selling a product.
Alright.
Only just this month you can get this Bigfoot, Littlefoot shoes for only $9.99, and that's a steal.
Alright, that was much funny. But yeah, like for me, I wear a size 41 back home. No.
Size how
No.
much?
I wear a size 40 back home.
That's how much? 9, 10. Just
Nine,
give me
I
the
think.
Europe
Nine.
size. No,
No, 9, I
Oh.
think. And then I come, make me I walk out the whole place, my shoes. The highest they have is like maybe 39.
And 39. I'm a 39, which is like a size 7, I think.
I doubt it.
Yes, I'm a 39.
So what is the size for? What is a 40?
I don't know.
8? 41, 9, 42, 10.
No,
Maybe.
39 is a 7, because I'm 39.
Alright, 7. So that means that I'm 9, so maybe I'm 41. Yeah.
But anything over 39, yeah, Bigfoot.
Like me, big, not even Bigfoot in the park, but big, real Bigfoot, and it's so frustrating because.
But me and Bigfoot too, you know. Even though them stop at
the
39.
highest Bigfoot,
me
the highest Bigfoot,
Yeah.
Bigfoot, Littlefoot.
Yeah.
But
Which
like,
I'm the first size 3 now. I was like, wow.
and
Oh,
everything
wow.
when them put on them foot look neat, man. Not
But
because
then
them foot little, them have on the ugliest, the weirdest shoe in Jesus land. But it
Children
look
foot
good
little.
because it's little. But like me,
But
no,
me a Bigfoot.
can't do it. But I mean, like, carry your shoes until they get the plug.
And not just shoes alone too. But like if you're tall,
Pants and a shirt.
the pants are like a short. Just
Quarter.
wear 3/4 pants. Or you just bring in 1 pants. Just make your life easier.
Until you get the plug.
But I still cannot get that plug for long pants.
Really?
No.
Somebody
Because
send over the plug in the plug.
But
in.
that was one for big people. My message a woman.
Oh.
I'm plus size.
But no, she have for me.
I'm not plus size.
So me plus size? Alright. The last
But
episode
after-
you're watching with me
anyway.
because I'm plus size.
And
But it's
then-
okay.
Like if you're fat, just bring
Yeah.
clothes.
Until you get the plug.
When I say fat, I mean like extra large.
Yeah, like not even like
Come
because
take
their
large.
sizes are so different. A large can fit a person who is medium. Because like them size just up
No.
and down.
But if you're like extra large.
Like if you wear, for example, you wear 3X, you wear 2X, you wear size
XL.
size 20,
Anything with
size 18, size 18, 19, 20, 22, bro, it's hard for really get some good jeans.
not even just jeans, just clothes in general.
And then we go get some, try get some, I'm gonna tell you, you want to see me like the
Because
town.
for me, it's not that hard to find clothes because I'm small and they're small. But because I'm taller, some things are going to fit shorter on me.
Young baby clothes.
like a bar, my bar. Like over people yard and say, let me a blouse now.
Take it from
It's like a shot for me.
And then another thing I think is so very important, and people may think and say, why are you bringing that up? You just idle, but everything has a reason. No, I think a survival pack is not complete without having a high self-esteem. Because when you come here, things are so different. You will get people staring at you, like things are happening.
Taking your picture.
You don't know why they're happening. I think one of the reasons that people get so self-conscious or, you know, uncomfortable is because you don't know where it's going. You don't know what is being said about you. You just don't know, and it's just kind of like, is something wrong with me? You know, what is happening? And if you don't have yourself in check, if you don't love yourself, and you will have people who understands English. And even sometimes in certain jobs, you'll see them put out ads, you know, implying things about color, etc. So
no, okay. So I don't know if I'm also racist. I'm not also racist. I don't know what word to use, but I think it would be like colorism, like in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
So they have the idea that lighter is better, even with their own people. Like,
yeah,
because they think that, oh, if you're dark, you're poor because you have to work in the field and work in the sun, so you're darker.
mm-hmm.
So they believe that lighter is better. So I don't think it's not necessarily racism, it's more like colorism. They have a preference based on like skin tone. Well, I don't know, I might be wrong.
And I think also in that regards, it might be the individuals who you're dealing with, because you have some people who you will just, the way how they treat you, the way how they behave, and the exposure that they would have had, you would know that, hey, this person is just being blatantly racist, based on the fact that you know that they're aware of certain things, they're way more traveled, etc. While you have people who are traveled, you know, and they treat you just normal, everything goes smoothly, and you have the mass of the people now who they're not traveled, you know, they don't interact a lot with outsiders. So, and I think they use like, I don't know what kind of media they watch or whatever they're exposed to.
No, okay, so the thing is, they're not exposed to Western media and Western like way of thinking. The only time they're exposed is like if when they leave and they go
like
traveling.
Or...
No, when they go traveling and when they meet us and like talk to us.
Yeah.
And the ones that they have like VPNs.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to be exposed to a lot of like Western things, Western culture, and Western ideologies, and they're going to watch like YouTube and Netflix and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But if they're not one of those, and they're rare too.
Yeah.
So if they're not one of those, then their idea is very limited of the outside world. So their perception of black people is that once you're black, you're from Africa.
Yeah.
They don't think, oh, black people could be from like Australia. They don't think black people live in the UK. They don't think black people live in America. They think that America is only white people. So it's just based on like how much exposure they have of the outside world. But like you said about self-esteem, yes, they judge like black people as well, but they also judge fat people because they hate fat people.
Yeah, they hate fat.
So they always tell me, oh, you're so beautiful. No, they always start with, oh, you're so skinny and beautiful. So I say, so I can't be just beautiful, I have to be skinny and beautiful.
Yeah, because like, you know, so some of my children said to me,
it's like, you know, like that saying, like them always say like, oh, you're pretty for a black girl.
Yeah.
To me, it's like the same thing.
It's like, yeah.
It's like you're not telling me, oh, you're beautiful. You're telling me, say, I'm only beautiful because I'm skinny.
Yeah, so beauty is equal
to being skinny.
Yeah. But like, I remember some of my children, right? They were like, you're fat. I'm like, and I'm beautiful and I'm happy. Are you happy? And then they were looking at me like, so I guess, you know, you just have to love yourself. Well, anywhere you go, wherever you are, that is very important. So
and then
think on that.
The thing too is they're very unfiltered and they don't watch what they see around you. So they will tell you that, oh, your hair looks so, I don't know, give me a word like, no, but like them don't know how to filter what they must
And
say.
they don't know how to express what they. For example, my hair looks curly. They will say, "Oh, your hair look like noodles," or
Yeah.
So it's like they don't have the
They
right words to match how they read what they really want to say.
Lots of the things they say, it comes across as offensive because they're so unfiltered, and then because it also can be because their English is very limited, so they don't know how to express themselves.
Yeah.
So them use it like how they can. But
You know what?
your feelings are gonna hurt.
But you know what is funny though? Even though they're unfiltered and even though, you know, they have certain limitations, but you dare not insult any of them who knows English. If you do something like that being unfiltered, especially if it's someone in charge of you, it's a different thing, a different level of thing. Like it's totally different.
I
Like
never
they
experienced
they
that.
react to that like differently. Like for example, you say to them, "Oh, I don't like your hair. It's, you know, it doesn't look good." Like people will take that to heart,
I
but
never
then they just say
experienced
things and it's just. And the funny thing I always say is that even though they're so there, at the same time they're not very. It's not aggressive. They don't.
They're not aggressive, but they're not emotional. Cause you know they don't even kiss them kids
Them
and
don't-
show affection. They're not very affectionate. How often you see them a kiss in public and a hold hands?
Oh, all the time.
The high schoolers. Besides the high schoolers.
And the people who are together, like when you go on the train, sometimes I want to be in a
And
relationship.
how young them look.
No, them look
Young,
fresh,
right?
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like the older generation, they're not very like affectionate with like hold. Because I
I'm
even
sick.
ask kids like, your mother kiss you, they're like, no, you. What them always say?
But I'm not tricked. Not
But
tricked.
then another thing is, if you're a foreigner, you come to China, like you could be a nobody in your country, you could be a loser in your country, but then you come to China and you're a superstar, especially for the, no, not my color, but the other side of the spectrum, especially the men. Because you see them with some woman sometimes and you're like, oh. But China boosts up for them self-esteem. That's all I'm going to say, because I know say them are trash enough for them country. Them look like superstar, and it's just saying,
okay, Miss Superstar.
no, me don't look like superstar. I'm just saying, me look like a regular average Joe, but some of them look below average.
Okay.
And then when you sit there, and you're like,
I'm a big deal.
yeah, you're like, I don't understand what's going on here. But yeah, some of them get status. But anyway, so we're going to wrap this up, and we're going to tell you the proverb of the week, which is,
Bamiva.
with the other one name, just give one proverb.
Kono know the use and till
Yeah,
him
alright,
lose
go on.
it.
You say it.
Kono know the use and till him lose it.
What that means,
No English translation.
the cow does not know the use of its tail until it's gone.
Alright.
Yeah. What I mean, okay, it's self-explanatory. Like if you don't know the value of something while you have it, when you lose it, then you're going to know how much it was actually worth. You know, like that saying. What a saying they say? One man trash is another man's treasure.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Same.
Yeah, so make sure that whatever you have in your life, whatever you have achieved, whoever you have in your life, you know, treat them with respect, treat them with love, appreciate them while you can. Because whenever they are no more, right, that's, you don't want that to be the time when you say, you know, so you are a G that time. We never, you know, treat the G like a G. So let's do what we gotta do.
Okay. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and like, rate, subscribe, you know, all of them stuff. But then leave a comment, leave a review, just make we know. Follow me on Instagram at Gwaan Podcast, GWAAN podcast on Instagram, and you can email us at gwaampodcast@gmail.com. So See you next week.
See you later. Big up yourself.
Later.
My crew, my dogs, same no.
No, me not.